Okay, good morning to all students. Previous class started leverage analysis, introduction completed. Okay, so in this session, first students have to note down the important points and chapter formulas. Thereafter, we'll start the practical questions. Okay, so please note down this. So, leverage analysis means what? It is the analysis of risk return. In this, finance manager has to assess and analyze the risk, various types of risk. So the risk will be divided into two categories. One is business risk, another is finance risk. Business risk is relating to your operating cost of the business. The operating cost is fixed cost. If operating cost increases, decreases, what will be the impact on EBIT? So your operating risk is also called as variability in EBIT. If fixed cost increases or decreases, it will result in changes in the operating risk. So to calculate operating risk, operating leverage will be used. The concept of operating leverage will be used. Operating leverage is calculated in two different ways. First is contribution by EBIT. Second is percentage change in EBIT by percentage change in sale. So first formula will be used when only one particular data is given. When two different datas are provided, like existing data, proposed data, or present data, proposed data, then change is possible. So whenever there is a change in the data, we can use second formula, change in EBIT by change in sales formula. Okay. And in this we understand ki if operating leverage is 1.5 and if sale is increased or decreased by 1%, then EBIT also increases or decreases by 1.5%. So there is a direct relationship between operating leverage and sales. If operating leverage increasing, so if every 1% of sale increases or decreases, in the same direction, your EBIT will also increases or decreases. So these points we understand in operating leverage. Example, operating leverage is 2. If sale is increased by 1% or decreased by 1%, then EBIT will also increase or decrease by 2%. Okay. Next is your finance risk. Operating risk is unavoidable because without fixed cost, we cannot think the business. Fixed cost is mandatory. So without fixed cost, we cannot operate the business. So fixed cost is compulsory. That's why this is unavoidable in nature. Okay. And this operating risk is generally arising from investment decision, capital budgeting decision, because expansion, diversification whenever take place, some new assets will be purchased. So when new assets are purchased, obviously your operating cost will increase and your operating risk will increase. Okay. Now next, finance risk. Finance risk is related to your financing decision. So if finance manager is interested to use debentures, loans, borrowings in the capital structure of company, the involvement of debt, loans or borrowings will generally create this finance risk. If there is no debenture, no borrowing, then there is no finance risk. So finance risk is totally in the control of company and finance manager. It means if company is not interested in debenture, loans, borrowing, there is no finance risk. So it is avoidable in nature. It is avoidable in nature. So finance risk is avoidable. Without finance risk also, business can be operated. But usually finance manager and companies wants to take finance risk. Reason is the interest or the return what we pay to the debt holders, that will be usually less, and the company which earn the profits or returns, that will be high. Okay. So at what rate they are earning, that will be high, and at what rate they are paying, that will be generally lower. So this is giving the advantage to use the debts in the capital structure. Okay, so even after payment of returns to the debenture holder, extra returns will be available. So this is the reason key companies will prefer the debt in the capital structure. And one more reason is what? This will help the company to increase the earning per share also. This we will discuss in separate area, how it will increase. Okay. And finance risk is measured by using your financial leverage. So financial leverage is also defined as variability in earning before tax. Because if interest is there, then earning before tax can change. Due to interest element, earning before tax will increase or decrease. So this is also termed as variability in earning before tax. Interest increases, decreases, earning before tax increases, decreases. This is the reason ki formula is EBIT by EBT. If there is no preference share in the capital structure. If there is a preference share, then formula will be slightly changed. You have to adjust preference dividend also. You have to adjust preference dividend also. And one more formula which will be used for calculating the financial leverage is percentage change in EPS by percentage change in EBIT. Okay. Suppose if your financial leverage is 3, financial leverage is 3 times. Okay. So at what rate your earning before interest and tax is increasing, decreasing? Suppose earning before interest and tax increase or decrease by 1%. Financial leverage is 3. So earning per share will also change by 3%. Earning per share will also change by 3%. That's it. This is the complete summary of this topic. Okay. See, in life, if there is a risk, then only there is a return. Any student who is not taking the risk means his life will be conservative. Lifelong he will think, why I have not taken the risk. Intelligent person will become the prime minister. Brave person will become the king. If you check the history, who is prime minister always? Intelligent person. But who is the king? Brave person. Simple example. Okay, Akbar and Birbal. Birbal is very clever, intelligent person. He is the main advisor to Akbar. But his position is what? Prime minister or a minister. But king is brave. So brave person will always in the commanding position. So in life compulsory risk is required. Along with intelligence, risk also required. Sir, I given group 1 examination, I am waiting till results. After result I will decide means if you pass, you have less time only for second group. If you started your journey immediately, even if you pass, you have prepared second group. You can directly concentrate on second. Suppose if any student who are unable to crack, second group are already in preparation. So next time you can give second group properly and along with first group also. So there is a possibility you can clear both groups also. Clear? So advantage of giving both groups is what? Suppose in group 1 you scored 220. In group 2 you scored 180 marks. Still you will pass. Because group 1 extra number marks will carry forward to group 2. Or group 2 suppose you scored 220. In group 1 180. So this 20 marks will carry forward to group 1. You pass. This is the advantage. So always try to give both the groups. If you have time, already you studied group 1 papers, then start second group and directly concentrate on both. If group 1 clear, concentrate on second group. Even if you pass group 1 also, you have to write second group now. Without that you cannot complete intermediate. So risk required, some risk is required. Always if you think in conservative way means your life will be limited. your life will be limited. You give both the groups and prepare properly, there is a possibility of rank also. You will get merit certificate also from the institute. Then campus placements, there is a added advantage. So in last batch, one student from beginning is having the conservative thinking. Sir, I will give one group A, two group A, one group A, two group A. So we convince he given both groups. So he passed both groups. Now he received certificate of merit also from the institute. So that will give the extra advantage in campus placements. So some risk is required in life. You do not take the risk in which you are able to take that risk. Throughout the life you will struggle. Compulsory risk is required in life to achieve some targets. But in calculated way, should take the risk. If you are doing BCom degree means it is no use. Class is on recording mode, but still I am saying loudly. BCom, you don't have any value. Nowadays BCom is like SSC. So compulsory one professional degree required. You should take risk and complete professional course. So why I have started this chapter? To explain all these things. In life compulsory we have to take some risk. Otherwise we cannot grow. In order to grow, compulsory some risk is necessary. But how much risk you will take? That is in your control. Uncontrollable, you cannot take the risk. Or that is not advisable also. This operating business risk notes completed? Okay. Now finance risk. Actually, maximum number of students are waiting for results. After result, they will decide, but that will be late. Till results, at least 4-5 chapters will be completed in 2 papers. If they joined also, they will lost so much. Okay, that is students' choice. We cannot enforce them. But in life, compulsory some risk is necessary in order to grow. Okay. So finance risk also understand? Yes, sir. Its degree differ with the use of various forms of financing means degree. Like temperature will always same, it will change. So degree will also not same always. If debenture increases, degree of financial leverage will increase. If debenture decrease, degree decrease. That's why here degree word is used. Understand? Debenture increase, decrease means finance risk will also increase, decrease. Financial leverage will also increase, decrease. So increase, decrease is called as what? Degree. Okay. See, in CA Institute also, they started 30 mark MCQ fill in the blank questions like CMA, because the advantage of MCQ fill in the blanks match the following is what? Student will study all areas. If MCQ theory questions are not given, only will concentrate on practical sums. So CA Institute also understand this, they change the paper pattern. So from this May 24 attempts onwards, they also started MCQ. Like they also following like CMA Institute. Because this will enhance the complete knowledge of the subject. So here 2575, in that course 3070, that is the difference. So when each and everything is same, value will also same. Syllabus, chapters, paper pattern, value will also same in market, in job sector. This is a opportunity for you. You pass in first attempt, there is a opportunities for you, because very limited students will pass both groups in first attempt, because less number of students will write. Actually, operating leverage also completed. So operating leverage is percentage change in EBIT by percentage change in sale. It means it is variability in EBIT. Variability in EBIT. Okay. Any company in which you are for which you are calculating the operating leverage means compulsory fixed cost necessary. Fixed operating cost necessary. Without fixed cost, operating leverage is not there. Yesterday already explained. Compulsory fixed cost necessary. And we cannot think business without fixed costs. Compulsory fixed cost should be there in the business. Okay, all these paragraphs noted. After attending all these classes, I will give one master summary also. Master summary means if you check that notes, automatically entire subject will be understood. So before examination, it will help you to remember formulas, important points. So first point is financial leverage is measure of finance risk. Second point is financial leverage is defined as firm's ability to use fixed interest bearing items in capital structure. Third is if percentage change in EPS is occurring, that will occur due to change in EBIT. Okay, when EPS will change, when EBIT will change. Or what is the effect of change in EBIT on EPS? That is called as what? Finance risk, financial leverage. So example is also given. If financial leverage is 1.5, if EBIT increase or decrease by 1%, EPS will also decrease by 1.5%. Suppose if financial leverage is 5, if EBIT increase by 1%, then EPS will also increase by 5%. Exactly in same proportion it will change. Exactly in same proportion it will change. Okay. So one simple sentence quote is there in the English, that is, if you do not take risk, you are locking your growth in a locker. You are locking your growth in a locker. So without risk you cannot grow. In every area some risk is there. So compulsory you have to take that and control that. Then you come successful in that. Definitely huge returns will come. Benefits will be also very high. So here also organization will do the same thing. Debenture. On debenture very minimum interest they have to pay. But by using the debenture they will use debenture amounts in business and they will earn very high returns. So because of that they are paying less and earning very high. So they are not using their own money. They are using external financing. But by using external financing also they are earning high rate and giving less return to the debenture holder. So this is benefit. They have taken risk, but they have taken the risk in controlled way. They have taken the risk in controlled way. Suppose company is confident, at any cost company will earn 20% return. On debenture suppose they have to pay 8% or 10%. Out of 20%, even if they paid 8-10% also, 10% extra income is coming or not. And they are not using their own money also, external money only they are using. So this is called as calculated risk. This is called as what? Calculated risk. So in life, risk is necessary. Even a taxi driver will also take the risk, cab driver. Daily he has to pay some fixed committed charges to concerned persons or authorities or not. So daily he is coming with some intention. Okay, 1000 rupees, 1500 rupees I have to pay. So at least I have to earn 2000, 3000 rupees. So in every place there is a risk. So cab driver will purchase or carrier goods vehicle person will purchase the vehicle on loan, so they have to pay EMI. So EMI will be arranged from their earnings only, na? Their earnings will be high, and what they are paying to the bank or financial institution, that will be less. So even after that, some surplus will come. And once entire installments are paid, vehicle will be their own. Then again, what will happen? Whatever then entirely will be for their own use. So company will also do in the same way. Very simple. So financial leverage formula will change if preference share capital is given. So we need to adjust the preference dividend. So from earning before tax, we have to adjust the preference dividend. Okay. This I will explain in detail, don't worry, when we solve the problem. So combined leverage is operating leverage into financial leverage. Or directly if you want to calculate, contribution by EBT. Because EBIT will be cancelled from both formulas. So contribution by EBT. Or percentage change in EPS by percentage change in sale. Because percentage change in EBIT, percentage change in EBIT cancel. So ultimate formula is what? Percentage change in EPS by percentage change in sale. Combined leverage. Now what is the per kilogram price of tomatoes? Approximately 150 to 100 rupees. Right? 4 months back I have seen 5 rupees per kg. How much? 5 rupees. So because of 5 rupee price, nobody is purchasing now. Farmers became angry and they stopped the production. They stopped the production. Nobody is interested. Even for 5 rupees also, most of the people are not buying. So majority of farmers stop the farming of tomatoes. So because of this, demand increasing, supply stop. Demand is high, supply stop. So one of the farmer belongs to Anantapur district has taken the risk. He is having 22 acres of land. So in 22 acres he started tomato production. He earned 4 crore rupees in 1 month. How much? One time for 5 rupees also nobody purchasing. Within 1 month how much he earned? 4 crores. Risk, return. Risk, return. Clear? Suppose suddenly if tomato prices decrease, again whatever he produced in 22 acres, he will be also in loss or not? But he has taken the risk. He knows that in short span of time nobody will produce and market supply is not possible. So he has taken the risk. He has taken the risk in calculated way. The risk is necessary in life. Only one time opportunity will come. Clear? Suppose if you ask your parents, okay, you want to invest in stock market, your parents will simply say what? No, not required. Suppose you want to invest in real estate, your parents will simply advise no. Why? Because you don't have any experience, you don't have any knowledge. So your parents simply advise ki don't take the risk. So in which area you can take the risk? Academics only. Suppose if you say your father, okay, I want to do CA course, your father will stop? No. If you want to do CMA course, your father will stop? No. Because that risk is in your control. So what is in your control? In that area you can be permissible. Simple. Okay. So what things you can control, in that area you can take the risk. Others, so here also the things which are in the control of organization, accordingly they will take the risk, because sometime it will be having adverse effect also. It will be having adverse effect also. Now various levels of risk and situation. Operating leverage, financial leverage. If both are high, risky company has to earn at a very high rate. Otherwise they cannot pay debenture interest and they cannot operate the business properly. So in any business where operating leverage is also high, financial leverage is also high, that business is always a risky business. That business is always a risky business. Suppose you want to invest in one company in share market. Okay. Now you have to check this also. In that company, if debenture is very high, fixed operating cost is also very high, don't invest in that. Because that company can give either high return or your returns can be delayed also. So where this type of things will be there? Metal companies. Operating leverage, finance leverage, दोनों कहाँ पे है रहते मालूम? Metal companies, Tata Steel, Steel Authority of India, JSW Steel. मेटल स्टॉक में पैसा लगाओ, उसके बाद देखो आप 5-6 साल लग जाना पैसे वापिस आने. कितना टाइम लग जाएगा? क्योंकि वहां पे दोनों ही रहते हैं. फिर 5-6 साल के बाद रिटर्न भी वैसे आता फिर. लेकिन रुक गया तो पैसा वैसे रुक जाता फिर. तो ये पढ़ाई अपन लोग के लिए कर रहे, खाली एग्जाम पास करने के लिए नहीं कर रहे. बाद में अपने को शेयर मार्केट में पैसे लगाना है तो उसकी भी नॉलेज रहना है. तो ऑपरेटिंग लिवरेज, फाइनेंशियल लिवरेज बोथ आर हाई मीन्स एनी कंपनी इन विच कैपेक्स इज वेरी हाई. कैपेक्स बोलते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं? कैपेक्स. कैपेक्स का मतलब कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर, प्लांट एंड मशीनरी. अब स्टील कंपनी में प्लांट एंड मशीनरी बहुत बड़ा रहता है, हैवी. तो प्लांट एंड मशीनरी, वेरी हाई amount of plant and machinery. So in those companies, operating leverage is also high and they will not do the business from equity source. Compulsory they will prefer debentures also in capital structure. So finance risk is also high. So there is a less possibility कि your returns will increase. क्योंकि risk रहता है वहाँ पर. If returns are coming in same way, returns will come. So in this chapter, what you understand कि don't invest in a company whose capex is very high. तो चेक करना कैपेक्स हाई है नहीं है. कैपेक्स बड़ा है, कोई जरूरत नहीं जाने का उसमें. सस्ते में मिल रहा तो भी नहीं जाना. समटाइम योर अमाउंट इज ब्लॉक्ड. ऐसा बहुत सारे लोग फंस गए सेल में डाल के पैसे. एग्जाम्पल, स्टील अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया 2021 आफ्टर कोविड सडनली 60 रुपीज शेयर जम्प टू 120 रुपीज. पीपल इन्वेस्टेड. आफ्टर 2 months रिवर्स हो गया पूरा सिनेरियो. Now it came to 80 rupees. Now 80 to 90 में जंप हो रहा है अब. From past 2 years, it is not touching 100 rupee range also. The people who purchase at 130, 140 rupees, उनका पैसा तो फंस गया ना. क्यों फंस गया? क्योंकि दोनों है ये. कैपेक्स कंपनी है वो. कौन सी कंपनी है वो? कैपेक्स कंपनी है वो. कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर इज वेरी हाई. So don't invest in a company whose capex is very high. Okay, even if you purchase, it will take time to get the returns. Immediately instant returns will not come. So you are studying this topic for understanding stock market situation also. Clear? Next, degree of operating leverage. In some companies, operating leverage will be high, financial leverage will be less. So in that company, you can invest, no problem. Like hospitals. In hospitals, operating leverage will be high always. Why? Because in hospital, building, equipment, all these are necessary or not. So very high amount will be invested in operating assets. Very high amount invested in operating assets. So in hospital stocks, if you invest, clear, starting returns will be less, but after a certain period of time, your investment will be safe. Clear? Pharma stocks especially. Pharma stock. Because in pharma stock, financial leverage mostly will be less. Because pharma company will earn very high returns. So they will clear the debts. अब देखो आज के शेयर मार्केट में आप घर पे जाने के बाद थोड़ा नॉलेज गेन करना है तो पहले नंबर पे फार्मा स्टॉक ही आज. फ्रॉम पास्ट 1 month फार्मा स्टॉक डोमिनेटिंग. डॉक्टर रेड्डीज लैब, डिवीज लैब, सिप्ला, ओके, मार्क्सन फार्मा, ये सब कंपनी के रेट बढ़ गए पूरे. बिकॉज फार्मा कंपनीज operating leverage slightly high, but financial leverage will be less because they will not use heavy amount of debenture in their structure. Even they use also on timely basis they repay. तो अब ये कहाँ पर देखने को मिलेगा आपको? हाई लो फार्मा स्टॉक में. ऑपरेटिंग लिवरेज हाई, फाइनेंशियल लिवरेज लेस. वेर यू विल सी फार्मा स्टॉक्स. So in pharma stock if you invest, you will not get very high returns, you will not loss also. नॉर्मल रिटर्न्स आ जाते हैं आपको अच्छे खासे. एंड समटाइम इन गुड फार्मा स्टॉक यू इन्वेस्ट, गुड रिटर्न्स विल ऑल्सो कम. लाइक डॉक्टर रेड्डीज लैब है, डिवीज लैब है, अच्छा रिटर्न मिल जाता है आपको. नेक्स्ट, इफ ऑपरेटिंग लिवरेज इज लो, फाइनेंशियल लिवरेज इज हाई ऑल्सो, दिस इज नॉर्मल. मीन्स डेट इज वेरी हाई एंड योर ऑपरेटिंग लिवरेज इज लेस. तो अदानी की कंपनीज में डेट हाई रहता है हमेशा. कौन से कंपनियों में? अदानी ग्रुप. अदानी ग्रुप ऑलवेज दिस इज हाई रहता है. कौन सा हाई रहता है? डेट. बट बिकॉज ऑफ हाई डेट दैट इज नॉट ए रिस्की कंपनी, बिकॉज उसका ये कम है, ऑपरेटिंग लिवरेज कम है. सो ही विल यूज डिवेंचर्स इन कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर. अदानी ग्रुप विल अर्न एट हायर रेट एंड दे विल पे टू डिवेंचर होल्डर एट easily. Suppose Adani Group earning 25% return, they are paying 10% return to debenture holder. After that also 15% surplus. So Adani Group business model is simply based on what? High financial leverage. High financial leverage. चेक करो आप, गूगल पे जाकर चेक करो कि भारत के स्टॉक मार्केट में सबसे ज़्यादा डेट वाले कंपनीज में कौन है नंबर 1 पे. तो उसमें अदानी का नाम आएगा. तो उससे डरने का कोई बात नहीं है. क्यों? इस बिजनेस मॉडल इज गुड, इज रेट ऑफ रिटर्न इज गुड. तो फ्रॉम दैट रेट ही विल पे द डिबेंचर होल्डर्स इंटरेस्ट इजीली, बिकॉज बिजनेस इज एस्टेब्लिश ना. भाई लोग भी कर्जा किसको देते हैं? जो कमा के देने वाला उसको देते हैं. पीपल विल गिव द लोन टू विच पीपल? व्हेन दे हैव द ट्रस्ट. अदानी ग्रुप इज ए ट्रस्टेड कंपनी. So debenture holder, loan providers will have the trust on that company. That's why they are giving. Okay, Tata Motors also very high debt company. Tata Steel also very high debt company. This is all required. Suppose you want to select a stock, low operating risk, low finance risk, then always your risk is very limited. Compulsory in future you will gain very good returns. Like Reliance कंपनी में ऑपरेटिंग लिवरेज भी ज़्यादा नहीं है, फाइनेंशियल लिवरेज भी ज़्यादा नहीं है. HDFC बैंक, इन्फोसिस लिमिटेड, TCS, बट रिटर्न एकदम हाई नहीं आता है आपको वहाँ पर. मॉडरेट रिटर्न आता है. रिटर्न कहाँ पर हाई आता है? एकदम रिस्की कंपनी में हाई आता है. किधर हाई आता है? रिस्की कंपनी में. बिकॉज मोर रिस्क मोर रिटर्न. but sometimes risk is reversed also. Risk is like two-edged sword. Okay, so always check all this. So this topic you are not only learning for understanding the subject here, chapter here, you can apply this in your real environment also. So that at the time of investing you should have good knowledge. You should know in which companies debt will be high, which companies debt will be low. Okay. So in Indian market point of view, already I given examples ki metal sector both are high. फार्मा सेक्टर ऑपरेटिंग हाई, फाइनेंशियल लेस रहता है. कोई अदानी ग्रुप है तो उसमें फाइनेंशियल टाटा मोटर्स है, टाटा स्टील है, फाइनेंशियल रिस्क विल भी हाई, ऑपरेटिंग लिवरेज टाटा स्टील हाई है, बट टाटा मोटर्स ऑपरेटिंग लिवरेज नॉट वेरी हाई, बट अदानी ग्रुप ऑपरेटिंग लिवरेज लेस, फाइनेंशियल लिवरेज हाई. बोथ लो मीन्स ब्लू चिप स्टॉक बोलते हैं उसको. कौन सा स्टॉक बोलते हैं? ब्लू चिप स्टॉक. मीन्स इवन इफ मार्केट इज ड्रास्टिकली फॉल ऑल्सो इट विल नॉट बी अफेक्टेड. Understand? Example is Reliance, HDFC, TCS, Infosys. ज़्यादा प्रभाव नहीं पड़ता उस पर. So this is your analysis. Any organization operating leverage also है, financial leverage और रिस्की है, उससे दूरी बनाए रखना अपन. के करीब जाएंगे अपन भी रिस्क में आ जाते हैं. ओके. तो हमेशा कौन सी चीज़ों को प्रेफर करना अपन? लो वाले को प्रेफर करना. क्लियर? नाउ इनकम स्टेटमेंट, बट इसमें रिटर्न ज़्यादा नहीं आते आपको, लेस रिटर्न्स आते हैं, लिमिटेड रिटर्न्स ओनली. इनकम स्टेटमेंट yesterday already explained. Why we are understanding income statement here? Because through income statement only almost all calculations will take place. Sale minus variable cost contribution, contribution minus fixed cost EBIT, EBIT minus interest, earning before tax minus taxes minus preference dividend, then earning available to equity shareholder by number of equity share, earning per share. So always in which company we have to invest? The company in which earning per share is high. The company whose earning per share is high. Earning per share and earnings, what is the difference? I will explain. See. Suppose one family is there. In that family, 4 members are there. Mother, father, mother, daughter, son. Another family is there. In that 8 members are there. Okay? Wait 1 minute. Father, mother. Okay? Suppose 3 daughters, 3 sons. Suppose family 1, father earning is 60,000 rupees. In family 2 also, father earning is 60,000 rupees. Okay? Now every month in this family, father is saving 10,000 rupees. Here also saving is suppose 6,000 rupees. बड़ी फैमिली है ना, सेविंग ज़्यादा नहीं होती वहाँ पर. 6,000 rupees. Ultimately, suppose in 20 years or suppose 10 years, this family has saved suppose 50 lakh rupees. कितना जमा करे वो लोग? 50 lakhs. For example, 10 years में. And this family has saved suppose 40 lakhs. How much? 40 lakhs. Yeah, 36 lakhs समझ लो, चलो 36 lakhs. Okay? Now, their parents are dividing this savings to their children. So this 50 lakh rupees will be distributed to daughter, son equally, na? So divided by 2. So 25 lakh per member. Okay, per child. Here 36 lakhs divided by how many? 6. कितना रहा है? तो कौन सी फैमिली के चिल्ड्रंस खुश रहेंगे? फर्स्ट, सेकेंड? Which family childs will be satisfied and happy? First, because here per member savings, how much coming? 25 lakh. Here per member 6 lakh. तो अर्निंग पर शेयर का मतलब कितना कमा इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं, एंड में अपने को कितना आ रहा. For each member how much is coming, that is called as earning. So whatever company will earn, ultimately for each share how much earning available. Sometime what will happen, suppose two companies are there. This example is understand now? Yes sir. I'm explaining from company point of view. Suppose two companies are there, A Limited, B Limited. Suppose A Limited PAT, profit after tax, is 100 crores. B Limited profit after tax is 200 crores. Suppose if I ask a question to you, in which company you will invest? Simply will say in B company. Because whose earning is high? कौन से कंपनी में पैसे इन्वेस्ट करना है अगर आपसे पूछे इसके आधार पर, तो आप क्या बोलेंगे? बी में इन्वेस्ट करूंगा मैं. क्यों? बीस पैट इज मोर. बट सपोज वन मोर इंफॉर्मेशन आई गिवन, नंबर ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर्स. नंबर ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर, सपोज यहां पर 2 करोड़ शेयर्स है. हाउ मेनी शेयर्स? 2 करोड़ शेयर्स. सपोज यहां पर 25 करोड़ शेयर्स है. हाउ मेनी शेयर्स? 25 करोड़ शेयर्स. ओके, या फिर 20 रख देंगे, चलो कोई बात नहीं. 20 करोड़ शेयर्स, राइट? ओके, तो इफ आई कैलकुलेट अर्निंग पर शेयर, अर्निंग per share. Earning per share means on one share, how much earnings coming to the shareholder. Suppose you invested in a company, you have one share. On one share, how much you get the return? That is called as what? Earning per share. So in this A Limited, your earning per share will be 100 crores, company earned 2 crore shares. So how much? In this company, 200 divided by 20. How much? 10 rupees per share. It means if you invest in A Limited, on every share you are getting 50 rupees return. If you invest in B Limited, on every share you will get 10 rupees return. Now in which company you will invest? A Limited. This is the importance of earning per share. Earning per share का मतलब कंपनी कितना कमाया ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, अपने को कितना मिल रहा वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. अपने को कितना मिल रहा वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. What you get, that is important, ना? What company will earn, that is not very much important to investor. Ultimately, what will come to investor, that will be important, that will be relevant. Okay. एक अमीर दोस्त के साथ जा रहे आप, पूरा सुबह से शाम तक घुमा रहा फिरा रहा है, कप चाय भी नहीं पिला रहा हूं. एक गरीब दोस्त के साथ जा रहे हो, बेचारा दोपहर में बिरयानी खिला दे रहा. कौन बेहतर है तुम्हारे लिए? सिंपल एग्जांपल. ओके, तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है अपने लिए. अर्निंग पर शेयर मीन्स ऑन एवरी शेयर हाउ मच रिटर्न कमिंग, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. एक्चुअली ऑल दिस विल कम इन रेशियो एनालिसिस चैप्टर. विच चैप्टर में आएंगे? तो रेशियो एनालिसिस में बाद में पढ़ाऊंगा मैं. वो बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक है, स्टूडेंट मिस करे तो लॉस होता बोलकर मैं होल्ड पे रख दिया उसको, के बाद पढ़ाएंगे उसको. ओके ना, अंडरस्टैंड वाई अर्निंग पर शेयर इंपॉर्टेंट? नोट दिस. बट टेंशन का बात नहीं है. वेन एवर सम पॉइंट्स विल कम, आई विल गिव कंप्लीट एग्जांपल्स सो दैट स्टूडेंट शुड अंडरस्टैंड प्रॉपरली. एंड रेशियो एनालिसिस इफ आई स्टार्ट ना, इसमें फार्मूलाज भी बहुत रहेंगे. 50-60 फार्मूलाज विल कम. So starting only 50-60 formulas, if you are not attending the classes regularly, student will not understand. Formulas not very dangerous, simple रहते, easily understandable रहते. like your statistics. Easily understandable, easily you can calculate. So earning per share, why we are calculating? To check on every share how much return is coming. So when return will increase, when return will decrease? If number of shares are less, earning per share will be more. If number of shares are more, earning per share will be less. Now you will understand one point. See, suppose one company is there. In this company, total funds required, funds requirement 10 crores है समझिए. In this company also 10 crores. Or two situations I am giving. Same company समझो. Two situations. Situation 1, situation 2. Out of 10 crores, equity. Suppose 60% here. Here 40%. Next, debt. This is suppose 10% debt. This is 40%. This is 60%. So equity 60% means it will be how much? 6 crores. And debt 40% means how much? 4 crores. Understand? Here it will be opposite. This is 4. This is 6. Suppose one share face value is 10 rupees. Means if you want to purchase the share of a company, what you do with the face value? Face value का मतलब initially when company started, at what value the price is decided. उसको बोलते हैं face value. Okay. So this is face value. Suppose face value is 10 rupees share. Okay. Face value is 10 rupees share. Okay. Now profit after tax of first situation 20 crores. क्या इसको रख लेंगे अपन 8 crores. Second situation also 8 crores. Clear? First situation 8 crores. Second situation also 8 crores. Understand? Now I am calculating the earning per share here. What I am calculating? Earning per share. So before calculating the earning per share, first here one important point is required, that is number of shares. Number of equity shares. ओके ठीक है, इसको मैं 1 रुपये कर देता हूँ भाई, इजी समझने के लिए. ओके तो फिर 10 डिवाइड बाई 10 10 ही आता है वो, सॉरी 6 डिवाइड बाई 1 6 ही आता है वो. ओके 10 रखूंगा कम हो जाएगा वो, नो प्रॉब्लम. विल फिर 10 भी रख सकते हैं आप. सो नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स मीन्स व्हाट? इक्विटी कैपिटल डिवाइड बाय फेस वैल्यू. तो 6 crores डिवाइड बाय 10, सो हाउ मेनी शेयर्स विल कम? 0.6 crore. हियर 4 crore शेयर्स कैपिटल है ना, तो 4 crore शेयर कैपिटल डिवाइड बाय 10 रुपीज फेस वैल्यू, सो हाउ मेनी शेयर्स? 0.4 crore. Okay. So in first situation, number of equity shares are how much? 0.6. In second situation, number of equity shares are how much? 0.4. Now we are calculating earning per share. What we are calculating? Earning per share. Earning per share का फॉर्मूला क्या है देखिए इधर. Earnings available to equity shareholder by number of equity share. How much earnings available to equity shareholder? That is divided by number of equity share. Suppose in a company, if there is a preference dividend also, what? Preference dividend. So that will be deducted. I am not giving preference dividend here. I am not giving preference dividend here. If preference dividend given, that will be minus. Because ultimately net earning to equity shareholder, how much we have to calculate. Why net earning to equity shareholder we have to calculate? Try to understand. If company want the funding, company will have so many options: equity option, preference option, debt option. Okay. So whatever company will earn from that, first they will pay to debenture holder interest. After that, if company declares the dividend, first dividend is paid to preference shareholder. Thereafter, ultimately, whatever is left, that is belongs to whom? Equity shareholder. That's why earnings available to equity shareholder is calculated. Reason is equity shareholders are ultimate owners of the company. So after giving return to debenture holder, after giving dividend to preference shareholder, ultimately whatever is left, that will belongs to whom? Equity shareholder. That will be completely belongs to equity shareholder. That's why that is divided by equity shares. That will be divided by, अंत में जिसका पैसा है उसको उसके शेयर से डिवाइड करो. So here preference shareholders are not there. It is not necessary कि in every company preference shareholder is there. Equity debt बहुत रहते हैं, preference share काफी कम आता है. In most of the situation, equity debt combination is preferable. Preference shareholders will very rarely come. इसलिए मैं एग्जाम्पल में नहीं डाल रहा हूं उसको. Okay. Next, number of equity shares. You already calculated 0.6, 0.4. Okay? Clear? समझ में आ रहा है क्या बोल रहा हूं मैं? So this is 0.6, this is 0.4. So if I calculate earning per share here, so earning divided by number of shares is also earning divided by number of shares. तो यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ शेयर कितने? 0.6. हियर नंबर ऑफ शेयर कितने? 0.4. तो 8 डिवाइड बाय 0.6, 13.33. 8 divided by 0.4. How much? 20. Okay. Where earning per share is more? Earning per share कहां पर ज्यादा है? सेकेंड सिचुएशन. क्यों ज्यादा आ रहा मालूम है? डिबेंचर ज्यादा है बल्कि ज्यादा आ रहा हो, इसलिए भी डिबेंचर कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर में होना जरूरी है. डिबेंचर हटा के ईपीएस कम हो जाता फिर. समझ में आ रहा है? दूसरा रीजन ये है. दिस इज द सेकेंड रीजन कि इफ डिबेंचर्स आर देन इन कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर, देयर इज ए पॉसिबिलिटी कि अर्निंग पर शेयर इंक्रीज एंड इन्वेस्टर्स विल सी व्हाट. शेयर मार्केट में पैसे लगाने वाला पहले ईपीएस देखता. व्हाट इज अर्निंग पर शेयर, व्हाट इज रिटर्न ऑन इक्विटी, बिकॉज वी इन्वेस्ट इन शेयर मार्केट इक्विटी. Equity shareholder will see what? Return on equity, return on means earning per share, market price per share. This is important ratios, dividend yield, price to book value, all this we discuss in ratio chapter. But here whatever is necessary I am explaining. Okay. So earning per share is increased because of which reason? Debenture. In both companies funding is 10 crore, 10 crore. But in option 1, we prefer 60% equity. In option 2, we prefer 40% equity. It means in option 1, you have more number of shares. In option 2, you have less number of shares. So because of less number of shares, earning per share increase in second option. So this is also one of the reason कि debenture should be part of your capital structure. If debenture is part of your capital structure, there is a benefit in earning per share also. तो अर्निंग पर शेयर के बढ़ाने के लिए भी डिबेंचर काम आएगा आपको. दिस इज द रीजन कि फाइनेंस मैनेजर एंड कंपनीज विल बी इंटरेस्टेड टू यूज डिबेंचर्स इन देयर कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर. बट व्हेन दे शुड इंक्लूड दिस, वन सिंपल एडवाइस ऑलरेडी आई गिवन. व्हेन द रेट ऑफ रिटर्न of company is more and cost which is paid to debenture holder is less, then you should prefer this. Then earning per share will also increase and there is no risk on the company also. If rate of return is less and what you are paying is that is more, or there is a small gap, don't go for debenture financing. Don't go for debenture financing. तो डिबेंचर का फाइनेंस का और एक बेनिफिट क्या है? अर्निंग पर शेयर बढ़ेगा आपका. क्या बढ़ेगा? अर्निंग पर शेयर बढ़ेगा. अर्निंग पर शेयर के बढ़ाने में भी डिबेंचर काम आएगा आपको. इसलिए भी अब तुम्हारे को लीवरेज पढ़ना ही है. Okay, and last and final thing, कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर में, इन कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर इफ यू हैव डिबेंचर, उसको बोलते हैं लीवर्ड फर्म. इन कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर सपोज यू डोंट हैव डिबेंचर, उसको बोलते हैं अनलीवर्ड फर्म. लीवर्ड मीन्स डिबेंचर है, अनलीवर्ड मीन्स डिबेंचर नहीं है. लीवर्ड मीन्स देर इज ए डिबेंचर इन कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर, अनलीवर्ड मीन्स देर इज नो डिबेंचर. ओके, इसलिए इसका नाम क्या रखे, लिवरेज एनालिसिस. डिबेंचर का एनालिसिस, रिस्क का एनालिसिस. अंडरस्टैंड? चलिए, तो आई होप ऑल दिस पॉइंट्स आर क्लियर. नाउ वी कैन स्टार्ट द प्रैक्टिकल क्वेश्चंस. अब आप प्रैक्टिकल क्वेश्चंस पढ़ ले सकते हैं आराम से. ओके, so first we will start from very simple question. Thereafter gradually we will proceed for the difficult sums. चलिए, क्वेश्चन नंबर 19. क्वेश्चन नंबर 19. चलिए, ऑल स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन क्वेश्चन नंबर 19. Calculate degree of operating leverage, degree of financial leverage, and degree of combined leverage. So in S Z, three companies are there. Production 17,500, 6,700, 31,800 units. Fixed cost, interest on loan, selling price, variable cost per unit. So first we have to prepare the income statement. What we have to prepare? Income statement. Means complete income statement is not possible. Whatever is given, according to that we have to prepare. So N S Z. First units, $17,500, 6,700, 31,800. Now selling price per unit 85, 130, 37. Okay. Now sales, units into selling price, units into selling price. So 17,500 into 85 कितना रहा है, 1487, 500, 6,700 into 130, 871, 31,800 into 87, sorry 37, 11,76,600. This is sales. Okay. Now we have to calculate variable cost. Variable cost per unit is how much? 38, 42.5, 12. Now variable cost A into D into D. So 17,500 into 38, 6,65,000, 6,700 into 42.5, 284, 750, 31,800 into 12, 381, 600. Okay, first we have to calculate contribution. So sales minus variable cost. Sales minus variable cost. So 1487 500 minus 665. So 822. Next 871 minus 284 750. 586 250. Next 1176 600 minus 381 600. 795. This is your contribution, right? Minus fixed cost. Okay. Fixed cost is 4 lakhs, 3 lakh 50,000, 2 lakh 50,000. Okay. Now contribution minus fixed cost, EBIT. 4 lakh 22,000. Next. $236,250. This is your EBIT. Okay. Next is interest. 1,25,000, 75,000, 0. So EBT. First how much? Next 161 545. Okay. So this is your earning before tax. Now first what we have to calculate? Operating leverage. What we have to calculate? Operating leverage. Contribution by EBIT. So contribution by EBIT. So 822 500 by 297 at 422 500. 8,22,500 by 422 500. So 1 point. Next 586 250 divided by 236 250. 2.4. 586 250 divided by 236 250. 2.48. Next 7,95,000 divided by 5,45,000. 1.46. 458 na? Right. Next financial leverage. EBIT by EBT. Here preference share capital is not given, so this formula only. So EBIT 422 500. This is 297 500. 297 500. 1.42. Next 236 250 divided by 161 250. 1.465, right? Here 1. Now combined leverage. Operating leverage into financial leverage. Operating leverage into financial leverage. So 1.946 into 1.42. So 2.76. Right. Next 2.48 into 3.6. 1 point clear? 458. 4 5. Right, this is the answer. Clear? तो समझ में आ गया ना पूरा अच्छे से? कॉपी करो. क्वेश्चन नंबर 19 है ना वो? So you can write calculation of operating leverage, financial leverage, and combined leverage. Output 17,500, 6,700, 31,800. Chalo, this is your answer. What is this? So first I have calculated contribution per unit, selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Thereafter contribution into units, total contribution. Then total contribution minus fixed cost, EBIT, EBIT minus interest, EBT. Then leverage calculation. Complete. Right. Question number 14. You are given two financial plans of company which has two financial situations. The detailed informations are installed capacity. Installed capacity means total capacity of the company. But it is not necessary that company will produce 10,000 units. Depends on demand. If demand is less than 10,000, company will produce less than 10,000 only. If demand is 10,000, then company will produce 10,000. Like you purchase one Android phone, 128 GB, you will use complete 128 GB. Yeah? 128 GB is installed capacity. According to your requirement, you use. Right? So here also same, company's installed capacity is 10,000. But according to demand, they will produce. So right now demand is 60% only. How much? 60. So they are producing 60% of installed capacity. It means how many units they are producing? 6,000 and selling 6,000 units. Okay. So their actual capacity is 6,000. Installed capacity is 10,000. So this is not important for you. What is important? 6,000. See, your fixed cost will be same for 10,000 units also, 6,000 units also. Fixed cost will not change due to changes in the capacities. Only what will change? Variable cost. Okay. So fixed cost will remain same for 10,000 also, 6,000 also. But we are not preparing the leverage calculation statement for 10,000. Your actual capacity is 6,000. So we have to calculate sales for 6,000 units. Sale will be calculated for installed capacity or actual units. Actual capacity. So usually we calculate for actual capacity because actually what we sell, that only we are interested. So this is not important for you. 6,000 is important. Clear? How many units company is producing and selling given now? So for this, we have to calculate. This is not important. Okay? अब बजटरी कंट्रोल सही पढ़ के आए तो ये पॉइंट समझ में आता, बजटरी कंट्रोल नहीं पढ़े तो क्या कि नया पॉइंट दिखता है ये। ग्रुप 1 में सही नहीं पढ़े, सेकंड समझ में नहीं आता, सेकंड सही नहीं पढ़े, फाइनल समझ में नहीं आता, पूरा लिंक रहता है इसको। ओके, तो दिस पॉइंट इज रिलेटेड टू योर बजटरी कंट्रोल। कहाँ पे रहता है ये? बजटरी कंट्रोल। फ्लेक्सिबल बजट, सेलिंग प्राइस पर यूनिट 30 रुपीज, ओके, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट पर यूनिट 20. Even if you don't have any knowledge, I am giving the explanation. The install capacity is not important for you, because actually what they produce and sell, that is important, right? Now variable cost, selling price given, fixed cost. Situation A 20,000, situation B 25,000. Now two situations, separate, independent of each other. Now capital structure is given, two financial plans. Financial plan XY, financial plan XM. So this is not sub company name. This is not a company name. Suppose if company interested to use financial plan XY, then equity 12,000, debt 40,000. If company is not interested in this plan, if they are interested in XM, then equity 35, debt 10,000. From these two plans, equity debt requirements are separate. You are required to calculate operating leverage and financial leverage of both plans. We have to calculate for both plans. But along with these two plans, we have two situations also. In situation A, fixed cost is 20. In situation B, fixed cost is 25. Okay. So financial plan XY, situation AB, financial plan XM, situation AB. Okay, in this way we have to solve. Understand? Financial plan XY, two situation relating to fixed cost. Financial plan XM, two situation relating to AB. तो XY में दो फाइनेंशियल प्लान, XM में दो फाइनेंशियल प्लान. Or you can do in this way also. Situation A, financial plan XY, XM. Situation B, financial plan XY, XM. Answer will be same. कोई changes नहीं आएगा. But I am calculating financial plan XY. In this I will use two situations, A, B. Then financial plan XM. In this I will use two situations, A, B. It means total how many calculations I have to make? 4. XY में 2, XM में 2. Understand? Why they are given this data? Reason is, after calculating they will understand कि in which situation risk is high. In which situation risk is high. In which situation risk is less. भाई आप लोग नहीं बनाते प्लान ऐसा? एक ग्रुप लिखना, दो ग्रुप लिखना, एग्जाम लिखना, नहीं लिखना, बनाते ना? वो लोग भी, कंपनी वाले भी बनाते फिर ऐसा. दिस डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट, फ्यूचर में क्या स्ट्रेटेजी बनाने वाले वो लोग. इन फ्यूचर व्हाट स्ट्रेटेजी दे आर गोइंग टू फॉलो. Okay. Calculation of leverages. Financial plan X, Y, XM. This is situation A, B, situation A, B. Okay. In this way, you have to prepare the format. First is units output. This is 10,000 into 60% already given. In all situations, this will be same. No change. Clear? Second, selling price per unit 30 rupees. Next, variable cost per unit. Next, contribution per unit. Next, total contribution. One into 4. Okay. Now, fixed cost. Fixed cost situation is how much? B. EBAT. $35. Interest on debt. Okay, financial plan XY 12% debenture 40,000. Financial plan XM 10,000 debenture 12%. So XM 40,000 into 12%, 800. XY, sorry. XM 10,000 into 12%. Okay. XY में 4,800 interest. Here 1,200 interest. Okay. Now earning before tax. EBAT minus interest. How much? 35, 200, 30, 200, 38, this is your EBT. Tax not given in the question. So after this, we have to calculate the leverages. After this, we have to calculate the leverages. Okay. अब एग्जाम में ऐसा मिठे क्वेश्चन आने वाले नहीं है, ऐसा घुमा रहा हूँ पेपर में, आप में किताब रखे तो भी आंसर नहीं आना, तो कॉन्सेप्ट होना जरूरी है. क्लियर? ग्रुप 1 के जैसा नहीं आएगा पेपर, कॉस्टिंग के जैसा बड़ा अच्छा पेपर आता है. इजी आएगा तो लग समझो भाई, आपकी मर्जी, लक पे डिपेंड करेगा. बट इन माय ओपिनियन कॉन्सेप्चुअल पेपर इज देयर. So 10th, operating leverage. contribution by EBIT. So 60,000 divided by 40,000. 1 point. Next 60,000 by 35,000. 7. 1. Here same 1.5, 1.71. Financial leverage. EBIT by EBT. Hmm. 1.1. Next 1.15. Next 1.03. Next one same 0.35 coming now. Zero three one. After decimal, generally you have to take 3 digits, 4 digits. Next, combined leverage. One point five into 1.13. 1.695. 1.796. Next 1.55. Next 77 समझिए. Okay, clear now? So very simple question. Only 4 calculations are there in this, right? प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम में छोड़ दो आप. प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम में बहुत महारत है अपने को. मेन आपको कहाँ समझना है? थ्योरी. प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम में तो ऑलरेडी आप यूट्यूब पे देख चुके हैं. कोई भी नहीं डाला वीडियो, सिर्फ सिवाय मेरे सेकेंड ग्रुप का पेपर अब तक कोई डाला ही नहीं. क्यों? क्वेश्चन पेपर ऐसा बनाया उन्होंने सोल्यूशन करने के लिए. दिमाग भी लग रहा है वहाँ पर, टाइम भी लग रहा है. इसलिए आप ज़्यादातर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कहाँ पर करना है? कॉन्सेप्ट और थ्योरी पर. वो अच्छा हो गया तो प्रैक्टिकल तो अपने आप आ जाता. चलिए कॉपी करो और कॉपी दिस. Okay, so all students have to copy this. Yes, here completed. Third row. Next row. Completed. Okay, I'm giving 5 minutes time. Don't worry. Note this. Online students, You can prepare this statement in this way also. Situation A, situation B in that two columns, xm, xy, xm, xy. That is also correct. Completed. Right. Question number 10. Annual sales of the company 60 lakhs. Sales to variable cost ratio 150%. Sales to variable cost ratio means before variable cost, sales is given. So sales to, it means sales first given, variable cost next given. So this is sales by variable cost. Sales by variable cost into 100. So this ratio is 150% given. How much given? 150%. It means sale by variable cost into 100, 150% given. Now sales how much given in the question? 60 lakhs. So 60 lakhs divided by variable cost is 150%. Okay. So variable cost is how much? 60 lakh by 150%. 60 lakh by 150%. So 40 lakhs. So variable cost is 40 lakhs. Okay. Understand? आया समझ में ये? Very simple. Whenever ratio is given ना, तो between two variables, if 2 is given, so this first variable is numerator, second variable is denominator. Very simple. Okay, whenever ratio is given and between two variables the word 2 is given, means before 2 this will be numerator and after 2 it will be the denominator. In that way you should understand. See, any type of ratio they can give in the question. So very simple. Before 2 क्या रहा है? That will be numerator. After 2 denominator. That's it. Fixed cost how much given? 5 lakhs. Company has 11% debentures of 30 lakhs. You are required to calculate operating, financial, combined leverage. Okay? Right, sir. Question number 10 is na? Sorry, 10. So here first sales to variable cost ratio. Okay, this is 150%. So this is sales divided by variable cost. Into 100. So here sales is given 60 lakhs, na? So 60 lakhs. Variable cost मालूम नहीं है. So this is 150%. So variable cost $40 lakhs. Is point clear? Now sale minus variable cost, contribution minus fixed cost, EBIT minus interest, EBT. Then all will leverages. Okay. चलिए complete this first. देख लो पहले. आफ्टर लर्निंग रेशियो एनालिसिस चैप्टर ये पूरे अपने आप समझ में आ जाते हैं आपको. पहला चैप्टर में इसलिए नहीं पढ़ाया कि उसमें बहुत फार्मूलास है. बच्चे पहला चैप्टर ऐसा देख कर घबरा जाएंगे बोलकर नहीं पढ़ाया हमें. चैप्टर ईजी है बट फार्मूलास बहुत है उसमें. 60 फार्मूलास आते पूरे. तो बच्चे शुरू में नहीं डरना, इसलिए मैंने पढ़ाया वो चैप्टर. हालांकि प्रीवियस बैच में पहले रेशियो ही पढ़ाया मैं. इससे पहले के बच्चों में आपके बच्चों में फ़र्क दिख रहा है मेरे को, तो इसलिए मैं भी अपना रिस्क चेंज कर देता हूँ. Anyhow, we'll learn this in ratio analysis, don't worry. Already explained ना, 2 से पहले कुछ आया तो न्यूमरेटर, 2 के बाद कुछ आया तो डिनोमिनेटर. अंडरस्टैंड? So first item, sales 60 lakhs, variable cost 40 lakhs. So 20 lakhs is what? Contribution. Fixed cost 5 lakhs. EBAT. Interest 30 lakh rupees debenture into 11%. This is earning before tax. Now operating leverage contribution by EBAT. This is 1.33 times बोलते हैं उसको, 1.33 times. This is called as what? 1.33 times. Next, financial leverage. This is much times. Combined leverage. $1.71. $1.71 ही आ रहा ना? Okay. Chile, this is question number 10. Very simple question. Now homework कुछ दूंगा मैं, simple questions. Question number 3, homework. Very simple question. Question number 13, homework. This is also same. These two questions already we covered. So exactly same questions I am giving in homework. Okay. So this you have to complete. The next class will cover the other varieties of sums. ओके, रिजल्ट तक इंतजार करे तो जब तक बहुत खत्म हो जाता, पैसे तो उतने ही देना है आपको, पढ़ना कम है तो बेकार है ना वो। शुरू से पढ़ना, अच्छा पढ़ लेना, मजबूत स्थिति में रहना। ओके, लास्ट लास्ट में आकर सफर क्यों ना, जब पढ़ना ही है तो शुरू से ही पढ़ना। कंपल्सरी यू हैव टू राइट बोथ ग्रुप्स, इवन फर्स्ट ग्रुप इज नॉट वेरी गुड, कंपल्सरी if you are interested start second group. If you are not confident and not interested, that is your choice bhai, we cannot enforce, that's it.